everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday, and we are in our beautiful mountains. So we are in Vermont, and it's very, very cold, but make sure you watch our video to see what we do.
Hello everybody, so we are bringing you a technique today that we haven't done yet, but we talk about a lot at our weekends. So if you have seen us at any of our weekends and we have done our flip-flap demo for you, you have probably seen this explained, but we figured we would actually do it. So we have an 8x12 flip-flap here, and we already have it washi taped down to our mat. We are using a glass mat. You can also use a silicone mat, which is what is underneath and actually holding my fuse tool right now. Ooh, that's a little hot. Don't do that. But we have an 8x12 flip-flap, and we've actually already pre-folded it like this. So how we lined it up, our flip-flaps are a little bit bigger. So even though this is an 8x12, it is a little bit longer than that, just so you can get your paper in nicely. Our page protectors have a really, really nice thick hold to them. So they're the same exact material as our page protectors, which is really thick. We love them. Everybody seems to love them. So definitely flip-flaps are the way to go. We've got the best. And how we are doing this is we wanted to make an 8-inch flip-flap into a 6-inch flip-flap. And we want to show you guys how. So when we have our flip-flap, like I said, we already had pre-folded that adhesive part. There is about a 1/4 inch gap in between where the page protector gives you a pocket to put something into. And so we have actually lined it up with this top part. So I don't know if I'm making sense or if you can see that. There's this top part. That is going to be lined up with our 12 inches. I'm actually going backwards on this. So I'm going to go from 12 to 6 inches. So I'm then going to take a metal ruler. This one's a little bit shorter. I'm going to have to line it up twice. And 6 inches is where I want my thing to be. I'm going to go off of that slightly, just to give a little bit of a leeway for the plastic to melt and for us to get exactly where we want it to be. So I plugged my fuse tool in. The fuse tool is hot. We are using the blade that is basically like a perforation blade.
Mm-hmm. I have one thing to say. If you have a metal, yard ruler, yeah, you could use that if you have a long thing like this.
I know we have one that has a magnet on it. I'd be careful with that. This has absolutely nothing on it. So I would definitely be careful if you have a magnet or something, because you don't want to melt your magnet. Never do this on top of a Versamat. We found that out the hard way. So I'm just going to line this up here. And like I said, I washi taped my flip-flap down so it doesn't move. And I'm just going to take it from up top here. Ooh, don't put your finger near the metal at all.
Yeah.
And I always suggest going back over it maybe 3 times. It's just melting it. It's not going to do anything. All right, perfect. And then
what it actually is doing is sealing it right now.
It is.
Because
and there was one part right here that didn't get sealed properly. There we go. All right, excuse my head. All right, so we got that sealed. Putting this back, I have, once again, like I said, I've got the little rubbery thing, so that can sit in there. It can also sit on your table in this, but since we're on a wood table in Vermont, I didn't want to do that to the table. So let's show you this, and then let's get the cutter and cut it. Yay!
Well, before you cut it, you might want to check it to see that it's melted enough, so it's not...
Definitely is. It might be a little off, I went off a little bit on the one spot, but hey, nobody's going to be looking at the edge of your flip-flap.
Right.
So,
and you do have to have the...
I already said the perforation tool.
Yeah, well, the fuse tool has to be hot, so not...
Yes.
Just don't plug it in and start using it, because it's not going to work.
Yes, make sure your fuse tool is hot. There is also one in here that is a cutter blade, but we are not using that. All right, so now I've got my Fiskars cutter here, and I have my perforation line, and I'm just going to line it up in my cutter. We're just going to slice that off, and voila, look. We have now created a 6x12 flip-flap. Yay! May have taken a little bit of work, but we now have that size again. So if you have been sad that Close to My Heart got rid of these, don't be. You can now make your own. If you do want to see Close to My Heart come back with them, please email them. Hopefully they will bring it back. But the other cool thing is now we have this one that you can use and make 2x2s. Yes, it doesn't have any adhesive on it, but there's always ways that you can make it into an adhesive
The only thing
spot.
yes, that's right. You said there was no adhesive on it.
I did say that already, but I'm just going to show you. So now I'm just going to line this one up. We're also going to show you how to make 2x2s out of 3x3s, but might as well just do this quickly since I have it. Or you can use it as a 2x12. Or you can also make the 8x12s into 4x12s.
Yes.
You know, we can have some fun. You do want to put pressure on it also when you are going over it. You don't want to just be super dainty. But look, isn't that cool? You can also actually make pocket pages out of a fuse tool as well, which is cool. Let's see. I got a pocket there. All right, we are now going to take a 4x6 and make it into a 3x5.
A 3.5 by 5.
3.5 by 5.
Yeah, look, we're gonna.
Mom was gonna do it with this one. I said, don't do that with that size.
No. Yeah. So.
All right. So we're making it a 3.5 by 5. So that's the photo she wants in there. 3.5 by 5. Perfect. So, do you want me to do it with the photo in it? I'm afraid. Well, if you ever wanted to see what it would look like, I mean, we could always reprint the photo, but you want it to be like that, right? So if it's easier for you to actually have your physical photos in there,
Make sure you tape it.
I will.
Yeah, you're gonna leave a little bit of a leeway.
I am leaving a leeway. I'm debating. I think I want to do the long way first. Just because that way, when I cut the glue, I can always... All right, so, where'd that piece of washi tape go? Can I have that one too? I'm gonna washi to tape this down. And I made sure I gave myself enough leeway on the photo. Firm pressure. I did go a little bit off there because I was afraid to get towards the photo. But it worked, right? Photo can't go anyplace.
Okay.
Now we're going to rotate it. And this is where you have to go onto the glue, which it will go through. And voila, there we have it. So let's grab the cutter back out. There she has it. She has a 3x5 flip flap, which I didn't put the photos in, right? Oh, yes I did. Wahaha. She can always switch it around. But isn't that awesome? So you can do it with your photos in it as well. Yay!
Wonderful.
All right, want to do a 3x3 to a 2x2?
Sure.
Okay. And what's actually kind of cool about this one is, oh yeah, so if you ever, like, let's say she wanted to put like a toothpick or something, so, like Mom has a little toothpick, you know, like that you get out of a drink or something that she wants to keep. You can always take something like this. Let me cut off the bottom part. And if you really want to kind of have fun with this, you can then make this into something too. So you can have like a little flip of that embellishment. So let's just washi tape this down. So once again, it doesn't move. And this time I'm not gonna cut over the adhesive itself. I'm gonna try to just line up right to the top of that plastic. just fuse it like that. And it isn't hot right after you do it. Like it basically melts it and kind of cools instantly. And I think that's part of the glass, the reason that the glass is there. And she can either put it in this way. I think it's gonna be easier for me to slide it in this way without it fighting me. Okay, that might be a little small, but actually no, because we've told you before that you always wanna put it on your page protector, but sometimes with things like this, you might wanna put the adhesive down like this so you can just pull it out and have fun. So, you know, there's different things too. So if you cut a flip flap, don't just discard the other part of it. You can always kind of, you know, create a new little thing. I don't know if you want to use that or not, but
That's cute.
You got it. All right, so can I have a 3x3, please?
Certainly.
See, these pieces I think are too small. Those can probably be thrown out.
Yes.
But like I said, with the 2x2, you could always create something like that. Actually, even with the 2x2, you can kind of leave it like that too, and you can put a little bit of shimmer tape or something in here and make it like
A little shaker.
a little shaker. Yeah. Actually, you're right. You could just put some confetti in there, completely seal it up, and then put it on your album as a mini shaker. So we have to do the same thing with a 3x3, making it into a 2x2. We have to line it up. We're going to be going, I have that lined the part of the flip flap up at 6 inches. All right, now we're making this 6 to 8 is the 2 inch, a little bit further than that, just to give that a little bit of leeway. Remember to use that pressure. And if you keep rolling back and forth, it's not going to make a bunch of different lines. It kind of stays within its own groove. So that's why I keep doing that. And then we can rotate it. And once again, we're lining it with that 6 inches. I don't even have to go up through the glue. I can kind of just go right next to it. And then we can cut. And now we have made ourselves a 2x2. Woo! So many different things that you can do with our fuse tool. We hope that you will take advantage of this because it is a really nifty thing, and you will then get our same flip flaps for those sizes that you missed. You can also make an 8x12 into a 5x7, which I know a lot of people want to, and you can actually make 2 of them into a 5x7. So you can make 1 into 2 5x7s. So that's pretty cool. And you can make them going both ways, actually. So you can do 7 inches this way, 5 inches this way. And you get both directions of the 5x7 to flip. But we really love it. It's a way to get the same material as our flip flaps and kind of utilize that because they will help your albums last longer. So, all right, that's Technique Tuesday.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But we will see you next Tuesday, and make sure you checked out yesterday's Make It Monday videos. So, all right, we'll see you then. Bye. Don't touch it.
This is recording. I'm picking up every single thing you're saying now.
You recording already?
Yes, I started 18 seconds ago, 23 seconds ago. Please don't be anymore. Dad just went, aw, in the corner.
Don't end it.